Now I would like to discuss how to attach a scope rail to the CZ600 action. An important thing to note is that CZ600s come in 3 different sizes. There's the mini action, the shortest, which is proprietary, the medium action, and then the long action. The interface is the same as a Remington 700. So when we're talking about the medium action for the CZ600 or the long action, this corresponds to the short action for Remington 700s and the long action for Remington 700. So any of those interfaces will work. Remington 700 short action with the medium CZ600 and Remington 700 long action with the CZ600 long action. In this case, we have a mini. So since this is proprietary and we want to put a single piece rail, a one-piece rail on it, this has to come from CZ. Remington 700 doesn't have that. However, if you're using a 2-piece base, you can also put that on this mini action. So let's get to mounting it. The first step is to remove the screw caps that come in the action, and then we can simply place the scope base on the action and line the screw holes up. Now in some cases, when you get the mount, you'll have 2 different sizes of screws, longer and shorter. If you do have this, the longer screws go in the rear, and then the shorter screws go in the front. So now I'll just put the screws in. And in order to do this, these particular screws are Torx 10. So I've got my Torx 10 bit. And now I'll start to snug up the screws, but not super tight yet. I want to make sure that they all line up. Perfect. And then once they are all somewhat snug, then I'll do my final tightening. So it's easier to take it in my hands. Perfect. Okay. So now all of my screws are tight on my mount, and now I have my Picatinny rail on it, and I can use any Picatinny mounts or Picatinny rings with this particular scope mount.